So hi everybody, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it's your first time here. My name's Elayna and this is ElaynaLayne. Today I'm going to be sharing with you what it is that you missed during my first trimester. I found out we were expecting. I was about 5 weeks along, which is about average if you're not testing early, that kind of thing. But before I found out that we were expecting, I honestly thought I had food poisoning. I was so sick. So sick. Ugh, I feel a little bit green just thinking about it, to be honest. Well, that's okay, we're gonna power through. During my first trimester, I had my pregnancy confirmed by a doctor a few days after I got my positive result. And I was explaining just how sick I was. And was given a prescription to see if that would help with my nausea, because normal things that are supposed to help weren't helping as much as I wanted them to. Unfortunately, it did not work for me. I took that thing around the clock, just like you're supposed to. I even set alarms on my phone to make sure that I did not forget to take a dose. But it was really all a moot point because I couldn't keep the pills down. Within 5-10 minutes or so of me taking the medication, I was getting rid of the medication. So for the majority of my first trimester, I was very, very tired. It takes a lot out of you when you feel that sick, it really does. Or I was attached to a garbage can, bucket, or toilet, some kind of container. There were very few times when I felt fine. I could barely hold down water. I was so sick. By the time I had gotten myself to week 10 and I had my next doctor's appointment, I had already dropped 15 pounds. So I was given a different prescription, and that one did work a lot better. So by the time that I finished my first trimester, those first 12 weeks, I'd actually dropped about 17.5 pounds. It was exhausting. So while I'm still absolutely thrilled that we are expecting, I had a much rougher first trimester than I would have liked, or even than I would expected. Because while I'm well aware that with pregnancy comes nausea because you're adjusting to all the hormones and stuff, I didn't really think that I would be that sick. And I wish I was at a couple more interesting things to tell you about my first trimester. But really, that's all that happened. I ended up telling work when I was only about 9 weeks along. Somewhere between 8 and 9. Because I was so sick, I was missing work, and they really needed to know why I was missing so much work. Because I was essentially breaking my contract, my employment contract, and I didn't really want to be fired. So once I told them what was happening in my life that was causing me to miss this work, they were very, very understanding about it. And my boss actually tried to give me some tips on how to power through, because she's had children of her own, so she gave me a little bit of advice for what worked for her. Unfortunately, it did not work for me, but I did try it. It was a rough go, but that's okay. We got through it, and it's a lot better now. So really, all you missed during the first 12 weeks of my pregnancy was a lot of gross stuff, and I'm sure you're happy you missed it anyway. But that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to leave questions down below if there's something that you wish I would have talked about from my first trimester that I missed, and I will make sure to reply or make that into another video. Bye guys!